Do you ever want to do something so simple like arm drag your opponent so you can take his back or grab a single leg? But then this starts to happen. You end up doing the white belt do-sa-do, circling around like spinning dervishes, trying to get a hold of something, anything at all. Until you get so dizzy, you just fall down and can't do anything. Well, fear no longer. I'm going to introduce you to the power of frames and adjusting your body weight. Fight the instinct to spin around like an idiot, and instead, drop your body weight down, go limp, and then immediately come back to life and hook a frame on the inside of your opponent's leg. Watch as we rep this out as a sequence. I'll go, and then Linji goes, so we can get a lot of repetitions. Linji has my back, and so I drop my body weight. I go limp, dead weight for a minute. When we relax completely, we become very difficult to lift. Watch as I lie on the floor, completely limp, and Linji attempts to deadlift me off the floor. Even though we're close to the same weight, and Linji can deadlift twice his body weight easily, using an Olympic barbell, lifting a real live human who has gone limp is like lifting a sack of potatoes. But when I flex every muscle in the body, it's super easy to lift me up off the floor. Let's watch that in slow motion. Linji attempts the arm drag to take my back, and so immediately I drop my body weight, relaxing, hooking the inside of his leg to create a frame, and then circle to the back to establish dominant position. Now up to speed. So simple a child could do it. Think of it this way. Drop as if you're falling dead, and then come back to life and hook his leg. I keep talking about frames, but what is a frame? A frame is fighting with your skeletons instead of just your muscles, because bones are stronger than muscles. When I put my bones as a wedge inside of his leg, it stops Linji from spinning and following me. It's like a doorstop. Let's watch this a few more times, hooking the leg, creating that frame, that wedge inside of his leg, that doorstop right there, stopping him from turning around. Notice if I spin around on my knee, Linji tries to follow. He's unable to, and I can stand up with the single leg without Linji taking my back. Now, let's rep this out as a cooperative sequence so we can get lots and lots of repetitions, because repetition is key to remembering of movement and being able to do it in an actual fight. Drop, hook the leg, take the back. He drops, hooks the leg, takes the back, drop, hook the leg, take the back. On repeat. Do it thousands of times. And remember, you don't have to just take the back, you can do this cool takedown roll right into a knee bar. Let's watch that again. Right into a cradle. Or, if you are the guy attempting to do the takedown from the back with a suplex and your opponent drops his weight, instead of wasting energy trying to lift him up when he's going limp, drop and hit that roll. If I shoot for a single leg with my head on the outside, the transition to the back, this roll included, is right there. I can use this same transition to swing into a heel hook. Neat. Let's hit that heel hook on the other side off a single leg attempt that failed. Failure is not an option here. Using that same principle, let's hit that heel hook from a body lock from behind. Cool. Well, hey, coach, can't you just use a Kimura lock to break a body lock from behind in an MMA fight? Absolutely you can, especially if you have your opponent backed up against the cage. Then we can use these exact same transitions to take down our opponent or submit him. But wait, there's more! Don't forget about the rolling knee bar when your opponent attempts to grab you from behind. Are you fighting an absolute brute and you can't do any of these things? Drop into turtle and swing around to pick the ankle. But wait, coach, when I do that, my opponent tries to choke me. No worries, use a Peterson roll and bridge your opponent onto his back. Let's watch that in slow motion. After the Peterson roll, after the bridge, I can turn to the inside and see that arm he's grabbing me with. Well, he won't have to worry about that arm much longer after I break it off with an arm bar. Remember your basic sit-outs from wrestling. The exact same principle applies. I peek my head out of the space, I make a frame around his leg, and then I impose my will. Let's watch that again. Sit out, frame, and move. Thanks for watching. Now get out there and train.